Well, the biggest problem that we face is not just with H. pylori, it's antibiotic resistance. And the problem we've had is that not only medicine, but all over the world, for animal feed, for aquatic use, etc., the world is just inundated with antibiotics. And as a side effect of that, it's a bystander effect that the Helicobacter pylori gets exposed to these antibiotics, either because a patient was given them often for not a bacterial infection, or because they came from somewhere else and they become resistant. Because the organism typically is not cured by one antibiotic, and so just incidentally it becomes resistant. Then when you want to cure it, it's impossible, at least with that antibiotic to which it became resistant. Well, this is really a problem worldwide because animal husbandry is the biggest use of antibiotics. But as you can imagine, in many countries where you can walk to the drugstore and get a prescription or get an antibiotic without a prescription, those are the biggest problems. So if you look at the developing world, India, Turkey, Iran, places where Helicobacter pylori is really the most common, those are the places where it's actually most difficult to cure. In some countries, for instance, Northern Europe or Japan, they pretty much control antibiotics, and it still can be done more easily, but the rest of the world's a problem. Well, the solution long term, of course, is to change the way we deal with antibiotics, but that's probably not going to happen, at least not in Helicobacter pylori's lifetime. So the solution is to be able to learn to use drugs that aren't antibiotics, or to which the organism does not become resistant as part of the armamentarium. Currently, all we have is bismuth. There's great hope for the use of probiotics because they can change the stomach and change the stomach to where it may become inhospitable for Helicobacter, and therefore you could either cure the disease or you could make it easier to cure the disease with another antibiotic. The other advantage you get is with the current antibiotics, side effects are a problem. So the patients may be able to be cured if they take the antibiotics, but they won't take the antibiotics. So we need other ways to improve compliance, so to make those GI symptoms that are so common become less common. And that's another area where probiotics show real promise. Well, right now the world has really turning a page, and we're saying that we ought to eradicate Helicobacter pylori. It's now accepted as the cause of gastric cancer. Gastric cancer is still number 4 in the world for cancer deaths. And so this is a disease like polio we can eliminate. And so the WHO, various societies, only this last year have turned the corner and said, yes, we should be eradicating it. And the real question is, how do we do that? And not only how would you do it, but how we do it in developing countries where the antibiotics aren't going to work and reinfection is a problem. So what we need to do is straightforward. How to do it is going to require a lot of new thoughts and new approaches.